Hello again, and welcome back to episode 5 of Improving at League of Legends. I'm Lesothothebrave, and I provide commentary on my League of Legends gameplay so that I can improve at the game and make my way to Platinum and above. Presently, I am mid-gold, low-plat MMR, so we're making progress. If you enjoyed these videos, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe, and go ahead and comment down below. Tell me what you think. Today we're playing one of my favorite champions, Sivir. I've ranked very highly on Sivir before, and I thought it was time to bring her back into the rotation of champions I play in ranked. She is a great safe pick for when you are forced to pick early on in champ select, and she is not as reliant on her support as most other ADCs are. Our matchup for this game is Sivir with Senna Support versus Corki with Yuumi support. I've been having a lot of success making a game plan for lane during champ select and in the loading screen, and I encourage you all to try it out in your games. Here's my game plan for this matchup. Number 1, don't die. Duh. This is detrimental to a lane advantage and can be game losing later on in the game, especially as AD carry. 2, farm. Sivir is one of the hardest scaling champions in the game and can win team fights through her W crits on squishies. 3, try to punish Corki early. We both scale well, but Sivir and Senna have much better trading and sustain early on than Corki Yuumi. 4, focus on the wave. Sivir is incredibly mana hungry, but has insane wave clear. This doesn't mean we can't trade with our spells, but there's an ideal way to trade with Sivir, which will be covered by our next point. 5, focus on high quality Qs. This means make sure your Qs will hit something, preferably the minion wave. Aiming our Q so it can hit both the minion wave and the enemy champions is ideal, but we want to make sure that it at least hits the waves because they are basically guaranteed hits. 6, respect the package. This is Corki's trademark passive, and it's the easiest way we die aside from ganks. 7, get grievous wounds early on to prevent Yuumi from being a huge nuisance. 8, stay in the wave. Yuumi is most of the poke in this lane for the enemy side. If we stay in the wave, she can't hit us with her Q, so we can't be chunked out. It's a bit of a longer plan than in the last episode, but this is a complicated lane. By having a solid game plan, we can make the game a lot easier for both ourselves and our team because it will prevent us from being a hindrance to our team. I don't play particularly well mechanically in this game, but by sticking to the game plan, we're still able to win this game fairly easily. And with that, let's jump on into it. Okay, so we start off just normal leash. Senna and I go different ways. I should have gone with my Senna here, just because we're such a strong lane early. You want to stay with your support when you're first heading to lane, because if they were waiting for us, they could have just caught Senna out, and that would have been bad. Alright. So I'm letting my Senna do some poking. She goes for an elongated trade here on Yuumi, so I try to help. I'm going for that high quality Q we talked about, hit a couple of minions. Now we want to push for level 2 advantage. We've already got them half health. So my Senna's hit half health here as well, but I'm still full. Whereas both of the enemy laners are half, so we have a significant advantage right now. Okay, it's almost 3 minutes, so Shyvana should be about to gank somewhere. So we want to be careful. We also want to keep them from farming as much as possible, so getting them to take a lot of damage from the wave here. And we get first blood. I think we get her as well, but I died at the ignite. Yeah, Yuumi exhausted and ignited me here, so that's okay. 2 for 1. I was fine with that at the time. I'm fine with it now. Still haven't seen Shyvana at all. Okay, now she's top, so I think I pinged that she was top there. Trying to get better with my map awareness. So this was just, I had the money for a pink ward, I put it down, And I saw Yuumi was in the area, so we just take the opportunity to chunk her out. Okay, and this is fine to do because the wave's kind of frozen here. And Corki can't do anything about it. So I come right back to lane and Yumi's already half health. Okay, so now we know Siobhan is top again. So this gives us license to fight them, basically. Just get some good poke on them. And make sure that we have that wooded. Got a little bit greedy there. I take a tower shot forward. I tried to give them some extra harass. Missed my spell shield there, so now I'm pretty vulnerable. Like, if they were able to get to me. It's okay. It's okay right now because we know that Siobhan is not here yet. And we have some warning if she does come. Anytime our spell shield is down is a great time for the enemy to go in on us, so we want to be careful about that. Joe's still back. I think I had enough for a... Okay, I got Executioner's Calling, so, yep, so we want to make sure that we have that to neutralize Yumi's heals as much as possible. We're basically sitting on a BF sword worth of damage here. A little bit less. 35. BF sword gives you 40 or 45, so we're within 5-10 damage of the BF sword. Speed up. Now we just want to shove, because that's what Sivir does. It's fantastic at wave clear. This Senna was really good too. I enjoyed playing with her. Just clearing the wave, denying the Corki here as much XP and CS as possible. We've already got a 9 CS lead. You won't always have a CS lead as Sivir, but it's very easy to catch up on CS with Sivir because she just got so much wave clear. So we see the Shyvana, we see the Syndra, so we do not want to fight, we just want to go back, reset. We've got the vision. I think something happens here. Do I end up just backing? I do. I have enough for boots. So just back for boots. And they're starting the dragon here. I think we end up stopping. I don't quite remember. Okay, so just by Senna going in, it forced the Shyvana ultimate, which was nice. I believe they get a kill on the Shyvana here. Yep, and then they should get a kill on this Yuumi here as well. Because no, she gets away. That's okay. But since their jungler's down, that gives us a free dragon. So I can just zone off. I can just zone off the Corki. Chunk very low, but that's okay. I healed just to stay at a safe level of health because I wasn't sure where the center was. And for a second there, it looked like Corki was gonna follow us. And back to farming. Corki's got level 6 now, so he can poke me. I just want to stay back. Yuumi doesn't have a level 6 yet though, so we're still relatively okay. Looks like they've backed. I want to be careful of this bush just because I don't know 100% if they backed. Yeah, so I just choose to save back after I get it shoved in. And I think, yeah, Yuumi dies here because they have package. So we played respecting the package, but our Senna did not, and she pays the price for it. Okay, what did we buy? And we bought Cloak of Agility. Wasn't an ideal back. We didn't have quite enough gold for BF Sword, but Cloak of Agility is still going to give us a nice damage bump. There's just maximizing the gold that we had on the back that we were able to take. Get the ult in. I think I make a dumb decision here. Get the kill. And yep. Okay. So it's not a dumb decision, but second time that Yuumi's able to kill me there. Just with her ignite. I'm in a good spot now. I got enough for my BF sword, so we're pretty close. Okay. Pretty close to our Essence Reaver, and then we die because it's what we do sometimes. Let's see what happened. Okay. Yuumi should never be shooting her Q at me when she's not on somebody, because it's so easy to dodge. And then I chunk her out pretty hard. Okay, yeah, I get baited by the Yuumi here, because I think I'm able to kill her, and then I'm not able to kill her. Because I don't have an interrupt for her going on to Corki, her attachment there. So then Corki can just kill me. It was misjudgment on my part, and that's going to happen sometimes. Now I know to not do that. Okay, just pressuring Dragon here, get some vision there. Let's watch the beginning of that fight. So I know that Dragon's coming up soon. I know our jungler's in the area and he's aware. Got my Senna for backup, so we can go ahead and check this out a little bit. See the Shyvana, and I see that Syndra is gone for mid lane. So she's probably coming. Did not know Jax was there. So I was able to spell shield his stun, which worked out. And then we should be able to win this fight because we have more people here. We outnumber them. Have some health advantages. We lose one for one, but I think we get the Jax here as well. No, we do not. Yes, we do. And then we get another fruit dragon. For those of you that don't play Sivir, you can spell shield the dragon's auto attacks. That preserves your health and gives you mana. Counts as a spell. I think we should just back off here. Oh, we chunk him out. He gets scared. Yeah, there's no reason for us to back off there. So much stronger. Don't worry, bro. Don't worry, the throws come. Okay, there was one of them. I'm fairly chunked here. I'm like, hey, let's get some damage on this turret. Syndra just chunks me out. I spell shield too early. I needed to spell shield her ultimate. Even at that point, like, I don't think it spell shields the full ultimate, it just spell shields one blob. So I should never be trying to fight her until I have like Maw of Malmortius or something, some sort of MR. So we've already died a few times here. We've died 4 times. But we've got a good CS lead. We've got a good kill. Our KDA is better than this than Corki's. We're impacting the map more, so it's okay to die a little bit if you're impacting the map. I think I die again. Yeah, I didn't see the Syndra. Let's see if we were able to see her on our vision. Okay, so she shows there for a split second. I think I may have seen that too, and it was too late for me to do anything about it. So that was just unfortunate. We got picked. And we're just Go back to playing Farm Simulator for a few minutes. Finally get that tower after 2 deaths later. Okay, and we die again here. But we got something done for it. We got the tower. Let's see what happened. So our Senna's low, so I think we're trying to save our Senna here. Ultimate so she can get away. I spell shield the wrong thing again. I flashed to avoid her Q there, which would have let me live if Shyvana wasn't there. So overall, that was okay. Xerath doesn't really have enough damage to kill the Shyvana yet. And we have to start dealing with this split push. Corki chose to split push this game for a lot of it, so that was probably part of why they lost. But we didn't end up playing okay. So we're focusing the dragon. Our team is forcing everybody else off. If they'd gotten close enough to us, we should have auto-attacked some of the enemies there, but they didn't really come close enough to us. They were all just retreating. So it's okay to focus the dragon there. Get a nice juicy red buff. Make sure that we're shoving out the waves. And then we didn't have enough vision here in this section of the map for me to be farming up here. I don't think Jax even shows. He just walks right up through here. Appears, yeah, he's just there. He just walks up, total lack of vision, and I'm dead for free. So I should not have been up there without any vision. Okay, just sit by a lot there. Let's see. Okay, so Jax stays around. Gets to Xerath, but I think we're able to clean him up. Because I'm back. I've already respawned. The death timers are still pretty short. Focus down this Syndra first. I finally spell shield something worthwhile. Yeah, I think that's just a free Baron for us, maybe. Oh, now this is a pretty big throw, actually, because I'm fairly low. And we have split focus, so like Senna and I keep going over this Shyvana to keep trying to zone her. And she comes up and chunks us, and I think Corki comes up. Yep, Corki comes up and just kills us all. Watch the Corki. Yep, he gets a shutdown onto Jarvan. And then I think Garen dies. Yeah. Yeah, so that was just a mess. 3 for 3. So, I mean, it worked out evenly. It was okay. But we should have just backed off when they started challenging. It's nice that we got the cleanup kill on the Syndra and Yuumi. Now, when I spawn here, instead of going right back to the middle or Baron there, like we have a wave coming bottom, so I want to make sure that this gets shoved out, because that gives us pressure here, so that we can focus the Baron. That, and we can't do the Baron without the rest of our team up. So it's shoving, and then we want to work our way back up towards mid and Baron. But let's see what we do. We've got Dragon coming up soon here too, and we're on Soul Point for Dragon because we've been focusing them really hard. We're trying to collapse on this Jax. Yeah, I think he dies fairly easily here. He does get the Senna, which sucks, but the big shutdown onto him, I think. He hasn't died that much. He's their big cure right now, so anytime we can pick the Jax, he's the majority of their damage. So that's a win. 1 for 1, that's worth all day. And I just want to start the Dragon, So if my team doesn't come over with me, then I can just get off of it. Or if the enemy jungler tries to challenge it, but she's just backed off right now. And easy soul dragon, friends. And this should be able to get a free Baron here as well, because Shyvana's dead still. So we have Smite and they don't. I don't think they even challenge for this one. Yeah, we do get Baron here. Same rules apply for Baron. His spells can be blocked with the Sivir E as well. You want to be careful when you do that though, because it's a fairly long cooldown on that E. And if Corki weren't split pushing, we might have been in trouble there if they tried to challenge us. Ideally here, Garen matches the Jax. And we all just group either mid lane or bottom and get some towers, get some inhibitors here. Because the main point of Baron here is we want to break down these towers. And with this Mountain Soul, should be even easier. Okay. So this is totally our fault here. Corki comes down with package, kills us both because we've got 3 people sitting mid and we've got 2 people sitting bottom. We only know where 3 of them are, 3 of the enemy. So Corki, with package, he's keeping up with us in farm. He's keeping up with us in level. Well, he's actually ahead of us in farm. He's got his KDA looks worse than ours, but he's on a 3-item power spike right now. So he's got a lot of damage. I've only got 2 items. So like we could have easily avoided this if we had just grouped with our team when they decided to not group with us. We should just go to them. Because yeah, we get this tower, but then we both die. We both had shutdowns, I think. Or we didn't have, well, it's still double kill. We're still worth 600 gold. Okay. So they do okay in the team fight. And we're back up. We just want to get bottom farm, or bottom shoving. And we always want to be farming whenever we can here. So wolves pop up, we take the wolves. Especially Jarvan's focus on shoving the lane, so he's not going to miss him. Now we've got 5 mid, they've got their strongest player top. So as long as we don't take too long taking these objectives, Jax should have to come to us. And there should be no way we lose a 5v4 here. So we get 1. Let's see what happened here. Okay, so I'm focusing the tower. J4 decides to go in by himself. And they collapse on him because we don't have any vision up here. He does get the ultimate down, which lets us kill the Shyvana, I believe. Okay, we use the spell shield just because Syndra was using her stun. We want to make sure we didn't get stunned. We do get rooted by the Yuumi, but we get 2 of them. And I think we just continue to shove this. I have to book it out of there. Okay, and at this point we have to answer the Jax. So Garen answers the Jax. I run mid. We can see that they're there, so we don't want to run anywhere near them. We just take the crows on the other side, where we know it's safe. Corki's bottom, and we have Elder Drake coming up. So we had a pretty major throw on this team fight here as well. We lost 2-3 members, and Baron was expiring there anyway, and we allowed Jax to get access to our inhibitor. He didn't get it, thankfully, but definitely a sloppy team fight from us. Like we needed to be with the Jarvan when he went in, or he needed to wait for us. So now I'm focusing on getting this Corki. Yeah. So I think that was just a max range Q that we ended up killing him with. Let's see. Yeah, we want to avoid the Syndra at all costs here because she just destroys us. Yeah, so we get him with the backlash on my Q. For those of you that don't play Sivir, when the boomerang is coming back to you, it does more damage than when it initially goes through. A lot of people don't expect that damage, and then it just ends up killing them. Okay, so we got the enemy split, which is good. We want to stay right on top of our Jarvan, because he's our main engage and he's our main peel. Okay, free kill onto Shyvana. This should be an easy Elder Dragon. Looks like we did get it. 3 for nothing. Solid trade. So I think we can just take Elder, and I think we run up to Baron. Yep, we should run up to Baron. Because we've still got 30 seconds on these two and 10 seconds on Corki. Oh, I do decide to just back here. Interesting. I must have had an item spike. Yeah, full maul of Malmortius, and I got my attack speed boots. I could have gone Merc Treads here because of the stun on Jax and the root on Yuumi and the stun on Syndra, and the slow on. They have a lot of CC, and Sivir has the sure slow, and Corki doesn't have any CC, but the rest of them do. So I could have gone Merc Treads here, but if I'm already getting hit by that, they have so much CC, I'm just going to die anyway. So I'd rather get the extra damage out with the Zerker Screws. Okay, so my team is pushing without Baron. Right as the enemy team spawns up. Thankfully, they back off. Corki's got package, so we want to be a little bit careful. Just farming Krugs in top lane. Now, this time it's okay to be top because we have so much vision and we just killed all of them. So there's no way that Jax could be up here unless he had a ward and he TP'd. Yeah, we see him bottom, so I think they're all pinging to do Baron here. No, that comes a little bit later. No, they are pinging to do Baron, but I wanted to make sure that we had the bottom lane shoved out because Jax can take that tower so easily if he has the minions there. Jax just right after I leave, Jax goes. So I run back. I'm just trying to save this base. They don't need me for this. They think that they do, but since Garen didn't back to keep the Jax in check, I had to go back. And then that is a prime example of not using a high quality Q. Because I descended on the completely wrong direction in my terror to stay alive. But thankfully Garen saves us. And then from there we've got Baron, we've got Elder Dragon still left. I think we just run it down and end. Should be a fairly free win here. Okay, so we got the inhibitor, just taking all of the resources from the enemy team that we can. And we want to circle back and fight with our team. We definitely want to fight with our Garen, and we definitely want to fight with our Jarvan. Oh, so at this point, they shouldn't be able to fight us. I leave Shyvana to be taken care of by the Garen, and I just shove mid here. So at this point, I do so much more damage than Corki. Or, well, with Xerath, I do so much more damage than Corki. I think we just end. So yeah, and then we end. So, I really like this plan of having a game plan going into the game because it makes our lane phase so much easier. We didn't play super cleanly the entire game. Like, we died 9 times. We had a lot of unnecessary deaths, mostly to Syndra, and then a couple to Corki, and I think 1 or 2 to Jax. It was mainly in team fights that we had problems in this game. So we wanted to be a little bit farther back, and we wanted to stay near our Jarvan more than we did. But I think we played the lane phase pretty well. We killed both of them multiple times early on in the game, and we got a significant lead early. He was able to come back and farm a little bit better than us because he chose to split push a lot, but we had a much better impact on the map because we focused on farming and we focused on staying with our team. And we needed to focus a little bit more. We needed to not push up here when we didn't have vision. But overall, we mostly stuck to our game plan. We got executioners early to keep the Yuumi in check, and overall it went pretty well. After we got our Maw of Malmortius, Syndra wasn't able to just one-shot us, and the game plan worked. So go into a game and make a game plan, and if you liked this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. Leave a comment if this helped you, or even if it didn't, and just have a good luck on the Rift, my friends. Thank you for watching. This was episode 5 of Improving at League of Legends. Thank you.